Little Jean was shocked to see her mother on the ground. She quickly ran to meet her. Ye Tian realized that Jin's mother must have injured her innards during the battle. Fortunately for the Panthers, Ye Tian had a healing potion on him. Ye Tian materialized the potion and moved close to Jin's mother. He poured the healing potion into the panther's mouth and assured her that she will be fine. Immediately, the panther drank the potion. She began to heal. Jin was happy to see this. She thanked Ye Tian for his help. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian asked Jin not to worry about it. While Jin's mother was doing her best to recover, a bunch of black wolf panthers surrounded them. Jin asked her master to be careful of the panthers. She told Ye Tian that it was the black wolf panthers that lured the gorilla to their side. Ye Tian smiled when he heard this. Ye Tian asked Jin if the black wolf panthers want to kill her parents in order to become the new ruler of the forest. Jin told Ye Tian that he is right. Ye Tian released his aura and told Jin that he cannot let such a thing happen. Immediately he said this. Ye Tian jumped and landed on one of the panthers. He used his leg to crush the panther. The other black wolf panthers were shocked to see this. They decided to withdraw. Ye Tian picked Jin up and told the monsters that Jin is now the new ruler of the forest. Jin was shocked to hear this. She did not understand what her master was doing. The scene shifts and we see Ye Tian and the panthers climbing a hill. Ye Tian told Jin that her mother is just starting to get better. He told her that her mother should not be walking around. Jin's mother turned around and spoke to her daughter. Jin told Ye Tian that her mother said that she is okay. She told Ye Tian that her mother wants to give him a gift. Ye Tian was surprised to hear this. After walking for a while, Ye Tian and the panthers stepped into a cave. Inside the cave, Ye Tian saw a herb. This herb is a spiritual herb. Jin told Ye Tian that her mother wants to give him the herb as a gift. She told Ye Tian that he has to wait for 30 days in order for the herb to ripen. Ye Tian wondered if it was truly smart for him to wait 30 days for an herb. He was quite curious about its effects, so he decided to wait. A day later, we see Ye Tian assisting Jin's mother in giving birth. Ye Tian asked the panther to push well. After struggling for a while, the panther finally pushed out the baby. Ye Tian was happy to see the baby. He said that another ruler has been born. A month later, we see Ye Tian sniffing the herb. Ye Tian was happy to smell the fragrance which the herb was giving off. He realized that the herb had become ripe. Ye Tian took out the red fruit on top of the herb. Jin asked her master to eat the herb quickly. Ye Tian asked Jin to calm down. He ate and swallowed the herb. The moment Ye Tian did this, he spat out some blood. Immediately he spat the blood out. He began to feel excruciating pain in his chest. Ye Tian fell on the ground and passed out. Jin was shocked to see this. She did not expect the herb to have such an effect. Hours later, we see Ye Tian wake up. Ye Tian stood up and noticed that he was having a terrible headache. Ye Tian realized that he had gained a mental ability. Mental ability is a skill that can only be used by great martial warriors and above. Ye Tian could not believe that he could already use this skill even though he is only an elite martial warrior. Ye Tian noticed that he could now sense talents within 50 meters range. He was more surprised to see that he could now copy talents through the air. He quickly tested his new skill on the panthers. Without having to touch the panthers, the system asked Ye Tian if he wants to copy the mid-tier endurance talent of the panthers. Ye Tian declined this offer. He believed that endurance talent was not useful for him. Ye Tian believed that he needed to focus on improving his cultivation talent. He got up and decided to head home. He believed that he no longer had anything to do in the forest. The scene shifts, and we see Ye Tian thanking the panthers for their gift. Before Ye Tian could take a step, Jan ran to hug him. She told Ye Tian that she does not want to be separated from him. She begged him to take her along with him. Ye Tian smiled when he heard what Jin said. He told her that he has someone he wants to introduce her to. He told her that Yi will like her a lot. With tears in her eyes, Jin thanked her master. The scene shifts and we see Ye Tian running into the town. Jin was surprised to see the outside world. She told Ye Tian that the outside world is so interesting. Ye Tian called Jin silly when he heard this. He told her that the outside world is very dangerous. While Ye Tian was running, he saw something odd. He quickly stopped running and went to check out what he saw. Ye Tian was shocked to see students of the 5th Academy lying on the ground. Ye Tian did not understand what was going on. When he looked around, he saw someone he recognized among the bodies on the ground. Ye Tian saw Zhang Bao. Ye Tian quickly ran to help Zhang Bao. He picked Zhang Bao up and asked him to tell him what happened. Zhang Bao woke up when he heard Ye Tian's voice. Ye Tian was happy to see that Zhang Bao was still alive. He quickly brought out a bottle filled with blood. Ye Tian asked Zhang Bao to drink the high-tier monster blood in order to regain his strength. After drinking the blood, Zhang Bao told Ye Tian what happened. Ye Tian was surprised to hear that the 5th Academy students were robbed by warriors from the Iron Fang base. Zhang Bao revealed to Ye Tian that monsters have taken over the Iron Fang base. He told Ye Tian that thousands of people from the Iron Fang base have escaped to their base. Due to the commotion in the base, robbers are quite active and the base has become a mess. Ye Tian asked Zhang Bao to tell him who is in charge of the base. Zhang Bao told Ye Tian that the Lin family is still in charge, but they have now become figureheads. Ye Tian was not surprised to hear this. He already expected that the Iron Fang base would take over their base. The scene shifts and we are taken to a dojo. We see Gale Wolf practicing sword arts with someone in the dojo. Gale Wolf used his sword to crush the person's sword. The person turns out to be Yi Yu. Yi Yu fell to the ground and complained about losing again. Gale Wolf told Yi Yu that she is doing well. He told her that she has talent. Yi Yu took off her headgear and told Gale Wolf that she is good because he is the one that taught her. Someone claps for Yi Yu when they heard what she said. Yi Yu turned around to see who was clapping. The person turns out to be Ye Tian. Yi Yu was happy to see her brother. She quickly ran to hug him. Ye Tian told his sister that she is too excited. While Yi Yu was holding her brother tightly, Jean showed herself to Yi Yu. Yi Yu was happy to see a kitten. She asked Ye Tian for her name. Ye Tian introduced Jean to Yi Yu. Yi Yu took Jean and ran off. Ye Tian was surprised to see this. Gale Wolf laughed when he saw this. He asked Ye Tian if he is surprised that Yi Yu chose a pet over him. Ye Tian was happy to hear Gale Wolf's voice. He thanked Gale Wolf for helping Yi Yu. Ye Tian realized that his sister was already a martial apprentice. The two men stepped outside. Gale Wolf asked Ye Tian if he has heard about the Iron Fang base. Ye Tian told him that he has. He asked Gale Wolf if anything happened at his house. Gale Wolf asked Ye Tian not to worry. He assured Ye Tian that his place is safe. Gale Wolf revealed to Ye Tian that Xiao Yu came to his place after he left. Xiao Yu gave Gale Wolf a cross and told him that no one from the Iron Fang base will think about harassing them after seeing the cross. Ye Tian smiled when he heard this. He could not believe that Xiao Yu did such a kind thing. Gale Wolf told Ye Tian that he was never in a situation where he had to use it. He told Ye Tian that he only encountered one problem during his leave. Ye Tian asked Gale Wolf to tell him what happened. Gale Wolf revealed to Ye Tian that a man called Sun Feng has been coming to his place in order to challenge Ye Tian to a death match. Ye Tian quickly remembered Sun Feng's name. Gale Wolf told Ye Tian that Sun Feng is one of the 4 great geniuses of the Iron Fang base. He told him that Sun Feng has been challenging elite martial warriors since he came to the Linhai base. Gale Wolf told Ye Tian that Sun Feng has not lost a single challenge since he began. He asked Ye Tian to be careful. He told him that Sun Feng is not someone to be messed with. Gale Wolf noticed that Ye Tian was not responding. He turned around and asked Ye Tian if he is listening. When Gale Wolf turned around, he saw Ye Tian smiling like a crazy person. Ye Tian was excited to fight Sun Feng. While Gale Wolf was talking to Ye Tian, Sun Feng drove his bike to Ye Tian's front. He quickly stopped his bike when he got close to Ye Tian. Ye Tian was surprised to see Sun Feng. Sun Feng immediately recognized Ye Tian. He was happy to see that Ye Tian had finally returned. Sun Feng believed that Ye Tian should already know why he came. He told Ye Tian to meet him tomorrow at Minghui Plaza at 10 a.m. He told Ye Tian that the wager for their duel will be a bronze rank blade skill. With a devious smile on his face, Sun Feng asked Ye Tian if he will dare to come. Ye Tian looked at Sun Feng's status window. He carefully released his aura and copied Sun Feng's high-tier cultivation talent. With a smile on his face, Ye Tian told Sun Feng that he will come to the plaza. Sun Feng told Ye Tian that he will be waiting for him. Immediately he said this, he drove off. After Sun Feng drove off, Gale Wolf told Ye Tian that he was too impulsive. He told him that Sun Feng's strength is unfathomable. He told Ye Tian that the current him will definitely lose to Sun Feng. Ye Tian clenched his fist when he heard this. He told Gale Wolf that he does not know the future. At night, we see Ye Tian looking at his status window. Ye Tian already had a high-tier cultivation talent. He decided to add Sun Feng's cultivation talent to his own. The system asked Ye Tian if he wants to fuse his cultivation talent. Ye Tian accepted this request. After the talents fused together, Ye Tian's cultivation talent reached the apex tier. Ye Tian walked up to his balcony and looked down. He was very excited to fight tomorrow. The next day, we see Sun Feng sitting on a chair at the plaza. Next to Sun Feng's chair is a monument set up by the Lin family. People gathered around the plaza to see who Sun Feng was going to duel with. One of the people in the plaza told the others that Sun Feng is dueling with a boy called Ye Tian. The people believe that Ye Tian was unlucky for him to be fighting Sun Feng. Sun Feng also plans to destroy the Lin family's merit monument after winning the duel. The people at the plaza realized that Sun Feng was destroying the monuments of each family of the Lin High base. Sun Feng destroys this monuments while dueling. The people realize that Sun Feng is doing this in order to crush the influence of the prominent families. They were surprised to see that Sun Feng wanted to destroy the monument of the Lin family. Among the people in the plaza were Yuling and Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu asked her mistress if Ye Tian will come. She told Yuling that she is a little worried about Ye Tian. Yuling asked Xiaoyu not to worry about Ye Tian. She told her that Ye Tian might not be able to defeat Sun Feng, but he will definitely survive the duel. Yi was shocked to see that so many people came to watch her brother's duel. Gale Wolf told Yi that Sun Feng usually makes his duel rowdy in order to increase his influence. Yi was surprised to hear this. She did not know how they were going to get past so many people. Yi turned around and told her brother that it is better they leave. She told him that the duel looks dangerous. Ye Tian pat his sister's head and told her that he will be back. Immediately he said this. Ye Tian jumped over the crowd and landed in front of Sun Feng. When Ye Tian stood up, we see him wearing a nice suit. Ye Tian thanked Sun Feng for waiting for him. Sun Feng was surprised to see that Ye Tian actually came. He believed that Ye Tian would run away. He stood up from the chair and pointed at a skill book which was on the stage. He told Ye Tian that he will take the bronze rank sword skill if he wins. The skill is known as Current Blade. Ye Tian also materialized a bronze rank sword skill. He told Sun Feng that the skill fits his criteria. Ye Tian threw the book at Sun Feng's skill book. He gave Sun Feng his Shadow Blade skill book. Sun Feng was surprised to see that Ye Tian knocked over his skill book. With a smile on his face, Sun Feng told Ye Tian that he is arrogant. Immediately he said this. Sun Feng unsheathed his sword and rushed to attack Ye Tian. Upon seeing Sun Feng rushing towards her brother, Yi screamed out Ye Tian's name and asked him to be careful. The people next to Yi were shocked to hear her call out Ye Tian's name. Ye Tian smiled when he saw Sun Feng coming closer to him. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 11 of this video, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.